begin, I will be talking about what SDG goal number 1, no poverty, stands for. So SDG goal number 1 calls for the eradication of poverty in all manifestations, and this goal, no poverty, defines as a condition characterized by 7 deprivation of basic needs, improving of food, water, sanitation, shelter, healthcare, and employment. So people living in poverty are often unable to meet their basic needs and are in risk of diseases, malnutrition, and violence. So what United Nations of Sustainable Development has targeted is to eradicate extreme poverty by 2030. The importance of the target 1.1 is that it primarily focuses on the most vulnerable groups to ensure that no one is left behind and everyone is being treated well and has the same access as everybody does. And the second target 1.2 is reduce poverty by at least 50%, that is half. And the importance of this goal is that it addresses the broader poverty beyond just income, including access to basic needs like education, health, and sanitation. This not only focuses on income, but it also focuses on different measures being like education, health, and sanitation. Our target number 1.3 is implement social protection system. The importance of this target is like social protection not only acts as a safety net for the vulnerable, but also it acts as reducing poverty and inequality is the importance of this target. The target of 1.4 states that equal rights to ownership, basic services, technology, and economic resources. Our target number 1.4 states that build resilience to environmental, economic, and social disaster. The importance of this target is to help communities adapt to and recover from adverse events, reducing the long-term impact on poverty. Talking about the target 1.6, it stands for mobilize resources to implement policies to end poverty. The importance of this target is to emphasize the needs for financial support and resource allocations to achieve poverty reduction goals. The last target that we have is target number 1.7, that stands for create policy frameworks for poverty eradication. The importance of this target is to ensure that poverty reduction efforts are sustained and are effective through well-designed policies. So these are the 7 targets that have been set by the United Nations to eradicate poverty in all forms by 2030. Talking about the challenges that Nepal has faced is number 1 being geographical distribution. So we will be talking about urban versus rural. As we all know that poverty is predominantal, and with rural areas experiencing higher poverty ratio than urban areas, because compared to urban versus rural, urban areas have more facilities than compared to rural. As the Tarai region has the highest poverty ratio, followed by the hills and mountain regions. Secondly, talking about regional disparities, provinces such as Karnali and Sudur Paschim are the most impoverished, and while the Bagmati province, which includes Kathmandu Valley, has the lowest poverty rate. Natural disaster was also one of the challenges and gaps that the Nepal's government faced while eradicating poverty here, as earthquakes, floods, and landslides pose ongoing challenges to poverty reduction efforts. These events can destroy infrastructures, homes, and livelihoods, pushing many back in poverty. So these were few of the disasters that the government faced challenges to eradicate poverty here in Nepal. So next, talking about the international organization, United Nations Development here, UNDP, has engaged in poverty alleviation projects including capacity building and local economic development initiatives, and World Bank and Asian Development Bank (ADB) has provided financial and technical support for development projects aimed at reducing poverty and improving living standards here in Nepal. Talking about role of private sectors here in Nepal, NGOs, numerous non-governmental organizations are active in poverty alleviation efforts, focusing on education, healthcare, and economic development. Talking about the private sector contribution through corporate social responsibility (CSR) initiatives and by creating job opportunities. So, some strategies for achieving SDG goal 1 by 2030 that was also set by United Nations are number 1 being sustainable economic growth, number 2 being education and skill development, number 3 being social inclusion, number 4 being disaster resilience, number 5 being healthcare access. So these are the 4 strategies that have been set to achieve SDG goal number 1 by 2030. So this is all that I've gathered for today's presentation, the case studies and all. So this is it. Thank you.
प्राइभेटाइजेसन हाम्रो चाहिँ नि राम्रो भएको छैन र त्यसमाथि चाहिँ नि गभर्नमेन्टले अनि आफ्नैबाट इन्डस्ट्रीहरू खोल्छ, जबकि बाहिर चाहिँ तिर चाहिँ नि गभर्नमेन्टहरूले चाहिँ प्राइभेट कम्पनीजहरूलाई उनीहरूलाई कसरी फ्रेन्डली बनाउने, कसरी सपोर्ट गर्ने भन्ने काममा चाहिँ नि दे इन्भेस्ट टाइम हैन। यहाँ चाहिँ नि उनीहरूले आफैले बिजनेस रन गर्न खोज्दाखेरि धेरै टाइम लिन नसक्दाखेरि इन्डस्ट्री फेल हुन्छ, अनि इन्डस्ट्री फेल भएपछि त्यहाँ काम भएन, सबै भएन। त्यसकारण चाहिँ गभर्नमेन्ट नै इन्डस्ट्रीमा इन्भल्भ हुने होइन कि प्राइभेटाइजेसन हुनु चाहिँ एकदम बेस्ट हो भन्ने कुरा एउटा हो हैन। र अघि नै भने सो इज अफ डुइङ बिजनेसको इन्डेक्समा यदि हेऱ्यौँ भने चाहिँ नि सिङ्गापुर चाहिँ 2nd पोजिसनमा रहेछ। यति सजिलो रहेछ क्या तिनीहरूकोमा, कुनै पनि कम्पनी ओपन गर्नु पर्यो एकदमै जस्ट क्लिक अवे भन्ने किसिमको जस्तो त्यो किसिमको छ। अमेरिका हेऱ्यो भने 6th पोजिसनमा छ अरे हैन, अनि नेपाल हेर्दाखेरि 106 अथवा 108 पोजिसनमा छ क्या। भनेपछि यसले पनि बुझाउँछ कि हामी किन गरिब भइरहेछौँ भन्ने कुराहरूमा के, किनकि सबैजना त एउटा गर्नलाई त बिजनेस गर्न चाहन्छ, उनीहरू भन्छ माइग्रेसन हुन्छ, यो त वर्ल्डमै भइराखेको माइग्रेसन गर्न हुन्छ हैन। अब यति धेरै बिजनेसहरू रन गरिरहेछ, सबै गरिरहेछ, तर हरेक कुरामा ट्याक्स लगाउनेदेखि लिएर हरेक कुरामा यति धेरै चाहिँ हुन्छ नेपालमा, जसले गर्दाखेरि यङ्गस्टरहरू इजिली फ्रस्ट्रेटेड के, जतिखेर पनि हुँदैन, यहाँ चाहिँ हुँदैन। अमेरिकामा भए त कति सजिलो भन्छ, देन दे गो एप्रोच जस्तो पनि लाग्छ। अब जहिले पनि यस्तो छ भनेर हामी सबैजना चाहिँ नि त्यो स्केपिजम भनेर भाग्न थाल्यौँ भने त कहिले बन्छ त नेपाल हैन। सो च्यालेन्जेस आर देयर, द्याट्स वाइ आइ एम हियर भन्ने किसिमको त्यो इन्टेन्सनबाट चाहिँ नि हामी सबैजना एकले अर्कोलाई साथ दिँदै अगाडि बढौँ र डेफिनेटली नेपाल यसरी चाहिँ समृद्धितर्फ हामी सबैजना सँगै जान सक्छौँ जस्तो लाग्छ। सो मेरो त भने यति नै हो। थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच भन्न सकेँ।